What's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Twilight Princess in HD. Here's looking at you.
He was looking at me. Is he looking at you too, or just
That never gets old.
Are you controlling his eyes with your?
No, well, I mean, his eyes always have to be centered to look at the screen and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Whee!
It's happy fun time again. Wait, I thought we just spent time getting up there. Oh, we already got what we needed.
We got what we needed, and now we're going down. Pay attention.
All that we needed. Okay.
Bow, bow, bow.
This is fun.
Whoa. Yeah. So we're back in the water temple again.
Let's hopefully finish this episode.
Well,
maybe
we can pull him out of there and be like, bye-bye.
So violent. Hurting helpless little bugs.
Hey, this is the Middle Ages, during the time where magic and the sword ruled, so...
It's like kill or be killed.
Or just kill for the sake of killing. I have destroyed thee, and
I mean destroy or be destroyed.
Although from these little guys' perspective, they could just see Link as like a barbarian that's coming to their peaceful water tribe.
He looks knightly. As long as you have a shield and some chainmail, it counts as being a knight.
Really?
Yeah, that's my rule.
I thought you had to have a coat of arms.
Oh yeah, no, you're supposed to have some kind of code of honor.
Some type of royalty.
You're supposed to help like people or something, but who cares about that?
Hey, I donate regularly, but I come from a family of knights, so... And clowns, apparently. But one day I will deal with the clown menace, oh yes. It will happen.
That... I don't know why, but that door that you lift up kind of looks like a face.
Huh? Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a symbol of the water tribe.
Oh.
You know, the Zoras, those creepy fish people.
Supposed to be a Zora face.
The people that I gave that weird voice to. I don't think I could do it with one...
Oh.
Actually, yeah, I think I can do it with one hand. Hello, we're the water tribe. We're the Zoras. Slingshot water.
I'm sorry, gargling water when we talk. Yep. That's great.
You got a fairy in a bottle. That's actually going to come in handy. I haven't really done that all that much in this Let's Play because I've been lazy.
Fairy in a bottle. Yep. Pretty cool.
That's an actual song, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. No, it's message in a bottle.
Oh, message, not genie. Never mind. It's late.
Yeah,
what can
that
I say?
is a song too, but it's not a good song, the genie thing.
I Dream of Genie?
No, it's a different song.
I must be behind the times, so I will trust your word. Oh, more of those icky, gross things. What's up, jelly bellies?
Oh.
I almost released the fairy. That would have been bad.
Wait, is Message in a Bottle by... I know... it's by somebody in...
I don't remember my 80s artist.
Is it 90s or 80s?
It's 80s. It's totally 80s. I know that. Oh. Well, that torch is in a stupid place.
I'll send an SOS to the world.
That's 80s too.
Dude, that's the same song. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. That's the song.
And that's as far as you go because we don't want a copyright flag. Thank you.
Yeah, it's...
Show respect to the artist and...
I just remember the song because we had to analyze it for like 5th grade music class or something.
Why would you have to analyze it?
I don't know. We just had to listen to the song and they were like, what is this song about? And like, I don't know.
That's like having to read The Lord of the Flies. It's like, why?
The song is kind of cool.
No, I'm saying when
much
they
better than Lord of the Flies.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But I know what you're saying. Like like when they make you read or listen to pop culture stuff or things that are just written recently.
What happened to reading about like Shakespeare and learning how to speak properly?
Yeah, like they don't teach Latin or logic or, you know, you come out of well we're talking about American schools here, but you come out of school not even knowing even really 1 or 2 languages. Like you just learn nothing in school. Like basically it's nothing.
Asia's got us beat. They win.
Like you go to school and you go like to a million assemblies and then you're just like, what did I just learn? It's like I would have learned more if I just sat at home and read books.
I learned that cheerleaders all sound alike.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of jealous though that somebody our age in Asia already knows like 3 or 4 languages And they've, you know...
Well, you know that my friend actually took herself out of high school and homeschooled herself.
The one from Croatia?
No, this is the one from just here, America. But she actually, like, the last 2.5 years of her life, she was like, you know what, I can learn more at school, so she homeschooled herself.
Whoa.
And she just was like, I'm gonna learn all these subjects myself. And I was like, why didn't I do that? I could have missed all these assemblies and stuff.
Curse younger me!
But yeah, I mean,
man.
like, I feel like all the time was robbed. Did you know that, like, back in, like, the 1700s, or it was the 1700s or 1800s?
No,
when,
no!
You know, like, when all the colleges in America were getting started? Did you know that people used to go to college at, like, the age of 13? They would already know everything we learned in high school, basically, by then, and then they would already start going to college then.
I didn't really like when I was 12 or 13 because I was a chubby kid. I had, like, I don't know.
Maybe you would like it better if you were done with high school by 13, and then you could move on to college, or
watch more anime,
or learning a trade. People used to be able to get married at 13 and move on with their lives.
I still remember when C++ was a class in high school and junior high, and they said that if you learned C++, then you could learn to do something, and you would get a really great paying job.
What is C++?
It's a computer code.
Oh.
Don't you remember the computer code classes in high school with those, like, old archaic, like, monitors and things like that?
I didn't really take computers in high school.
I thought you had to take a computer course. They made me take several.
I guess I opted out of it because I was always in so many things.
But you weren't allowed to opt out of it. It was a thing. You had to do it.
I basically just got out of a lot of things.
See, right there, Link should have been like side paced, or at least like the force of that impact would have been enough to make him fall down. Whammo. But it didn't. When you're in high school, if you're in enough stuff, like extracurricular activities and stuff, you can get away with opting out of a lot of stuff that you probably shouldn't have to, like, I was able to opt out of a lot of things. You want to know how I graduated early?
How?
I did, I got so many credits in PE for doing, like, the summer PE thing. Yeah. And I also took, I
did summer PE, too.
The summer classes.
It's so weird that we never met.
How many different summer classes were going on?
I also took summer PE because it's like I had so many things to do. Okay, I was in choir, orchestra, and like I was in other extracurricular things, so I really didn't have time.
I think I even took... Was driver's ed available in the summer? I don't remember. I mean, that was...
I think it was available in the summer.
But, yeah, I did the summer PE, like, 3 times. And I also took summer school, and I got enough credits.
Yeah, I think I just
left.
I didn't want to do PE during the year because, you know, you're doing PE, you feel terrible because you're all sweaty and stuff. Then you have to go take math and go to the rest of your classes. It's so annoying. It's like, and I would just opt out of it. And when I couldn't opt out of it, you know, I do like a sport because I was like in soccer and tennis. So even though I was the worst on the tennis team, it was still better than doing PE. I enjoyed it better. I'd rather play tennis than do PE.
You know, if I could do it, if I could have done it again, I mean, I probably would have started taking summer classes my freshman year, so I only had to go to like 3.5 years of high school.
If I could do it again, I would have called my friend and figured out how she homeschooled herself, and I would have just done that. Because then I would have graduated by the time I was like 17 or something. And then I would have been able to go to college early or something.
Well, when I found out how old kids were, like, going to college in New York, I didn't want to be... I wanted to be at the actual same age level, because I was always, like, 2 years older than most of my class.
Because of, like, you got held back, like, when you were really little.
It was the 80s and 90s back when they were doing that thing, like, if somebody has, like, it was either problems reading or, like, understanding, like, something, then you hold them back or something so that they can develop. It was that whole, weird...
Okay, yeah, my friend from Croatia actually told me that in Europe it's totally different.
I mean, who holds back kids in kindergarten? What does that serve? I didn't finger paint well enough?
I don't even know. Okay, I don't know how many of you guys are... I don't know if it's different depending on what European country you're in. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she told me that you would take your finals, like in this, you know, at the end of the year or whatever.
Oh, blast.
And then if you didn't pass them, you wouldn't have to wait and be held back another year. you would just study again, and in 6 months take the test again. So you wouldn't have to. You could just keep taking it. Like you wouldn't. You know, like here they make you do the entire class over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I heard that European colleges are different too. Like they don't care so much if you show up to class; they care if you learn the material. So you just keep taking it. You just take.
I'm sorry. I'm just very bitter. I don't understand what I did wrong in kindergarten. Kindergarten is supposed to be like.
How can you fail kindergarten?
That's what I'm saying.
How can you be held back in kindergarten? Oh, you didn't like sing the song correctly with a smile on your face, or you didn't eat your snack correctly.
Well, I did.
Or you didn't go to nap time at the proper time. I mean,
I
really.
would use my coloring book.
You colored outside the lines.
Yep.
You're supposed to color outside the lines in kindergarten. That means you're unique.
No, but I actually, in order to like get back like that aspect of being held back or whatever, when I was in the early developmental stages, I had to prove to everybody that I was intelligent.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, that, I mean, it really, okay, a kid that you think might have trouble or whatever in school, yeah, really, okay, holding them back and making them have to doubt themselves their entire life, their entire high school, and yeah, that really helps. No, it does not.
Boss key! No!
It's okay, Kwing.
That's right. Well,
we'll move to Japan, our kids will be awesomely smart, they'll learn everything, they'll know, like, it's 1,000 languages.
Yeah, they would definitely know a lot.
And then they'll come home and they'll be like, what's wrong with you guys? It'll be like,
that's all right.
Sorry.
I always like explaining to people, though, that it's like, yeah, I was only in high school for 2.5 years. They're like, how is that possible? It's like, because I'm smarter than you.
It's awesome. You proved them wrong. You were like, take that, kindergarten teachers that held me back.
I'm going to beat the system. Yeah.
You are beating the system right now, though.
But no, if you guys want to try to do it, I mean, back then, I don't know if they've changed stuff, but it was all about, like, how many credits you needed. So I just doubled up on all my credits, and... you know,
yeah, because
even
some credits are you don't have to take them. Like there's optional credits and there's like credits you have to take. So it's better just to take everything you have.
It's like YouTube contracts. Just learn to read and like become smarter than the lawyer, which isn't hard.
Yeah, and you're beating the system right now because you kind of work for yourself in a way. So.
Yeah, I do. I would love to go back and rub it in the teachers' faces, but most of them are not with us anymore.
We'll be like the Mask in the movie The Mask, where we'll come in and we'll be like, I don't know.
I'm so old though that when you refer to The Mask, I keep thinking of like the Masked Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime.
Just saying The Mask, where he just like puts on a show everywhere he is.
Mask is a show about people who drive in cars that transform.
No, I'm talking
and they
about
wear
The
masks.
Mask. I'm talking about the Mask movie.
Yeah, I know the Jim Carrey
His life is terrible, and then he goes and impresses everyone because he's wearing that mask, and everything goes well for him when he has that mask. I know.
I wish I had that life. No.
What? You have it all the time. I'm right here.
Yep, I get to work with my best friend every day.
Yay! And I pay him to say that.
I get brownies like
Here's
every...
your $20.
Let's see, when do I get brownies?
I have made you more brownies. It took me a while. I hadn't made some in a while. There are brownies on the counter right now, but I did not make them.
They're store-bought brownies.
But before that, I actually
also delicious, though. Come on, come at me, bro. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
See, I would be squashed right there, but I'm not. Ha-ha!
That's why, like, I knew...
People are probably like, I don't understand these discussions. What more do you want from us? We're trying to stay sane in the water temple.
To say this is a water temple. All I'm saying is that if you guys have been, like... If you guys have not been, like, in the mass, like, public school, and you guys have either gone to a private school or been homeschooled, and you're just like, my parents must hate me. It's like, they don't hate you. You probably will end up learning more, believe it or not, because... Not necessarily. I mean, you could, you know.
Okay, that apparently was wrong.
But I'm just saying, it is possible that things might work out.
Where are we going?
I bet if you keep pouring water into places that look like waterways, you'll be able to open up closed passageways. Keep looking for areas that look like water should be flowing through them.
Fine.
Get it together, Link.
Wow. Yep, you were definitely a cheerleader. Not you.
No, I wasn't.
Mina.
Yeah.
No, Amber was in band camp.
No, I wasn't. I was in orchestra.
Orchestra camp. She was in another tier. Orchestra.
That's right. We had tea before we played our instruments, and we
that would actually be pretty cool. Up. I would be okay with that. All right, so I missed that last time. This was my fault. I should have gone over
As
here.
I've already described to Luke, orchestra was like half the people were there had taken lessons for like 15 years, and they were like really like refined and like.
Did they drink tea?
Probably.
Were there
and
tea
then the rest of the class was just there for an easy A. So it was like half juvenile delinquents, half overachievers. That's what orchestra class was like. It was like so distant.
So you lived in anime.
Yeah. That orchestra class is like living in anime. Yeah, exactly.
I envy you.
And please let me know in the comments if anyone else has had the same experience with their orchestra class, where it's like half overachievers, half juvenile delinquents.
No, but I'm totally serious. I mean, if you can find a way to, if you don't like school and you know you don't really do anything different on the summers, like you know.
It's not that Luke and I don't like learning. We just don't like the format of the way school.
We don't like the system. We want to learn.
We don't like the system because it doesn't teach you anything. By the time you're out of it, you're like, I went to a lot of assemblies. I recall that my school colors are this and that, and that I'm, it's just like you don't remember anything when you leave.
How I increased my reading level to like close to college when I was in high school or junior high is I played a lot of video games like Final Fantasy and Zelda, read a lot of Shakespeare, read a lot of Sherlock Holmes, things like that.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
And when most of the people were reading, like, what was it? I remember those Scholastic books that they had like the big print, and they were like those kind of like they're reading like these very modern stories, and they're having trouble like with their reading skills and stuff like that. I was already reading stuff that was like.
Like the classics.
So many, the classics, which so many grades above them.
Yeah, they do. They make us read, like, in school, they make you read so many modern things that it's like, you don't even get the foundation of the classics. Like, I'm sorry, but
it's always good to get the foundation.
Bane had, like, the best, he had, like, the classic education.
Bane.
He would be smarter than any of us. Only Bane from the comics.
Oh, the one, I think Bane from the movies was pretty smart, though.
Yeah, he was. They were all,
But yeah, parents always say, like, when we get letters from parents, sometimes they're like, you guys are telling my kid not to go to school. It's like, no, we're telling them to...
We're saying if you feel like school, you're learning nothing, then you should figure out a way, like, you can take your classes early and get out and actually start... living your life, or go to college early or something.
Yeah, talk with your guidance counselor and like see what type of credits you can take and stuff like that, because college was way more fun than high school. There were a lot of things that I got to do.
High school is late.
And I really got to pick the stuff that I really wanted to get into, like art and stuff like that.
And it's so like, I'm sorry, but it depends where you are, but high school is so like emotionally oppressive. It's just like, I don't know, you cannot even think about learning because it's so like...
College, everybody is too busy trying to, move forward with their careers and stuff.
They don't have time to just like have... Like, there is no like lunchroom drama in college and stuff.
You can eat in your car without having to worry about somebody coming by and being like, why aren't you in the lunchroom?
Yeah, it's just like so different, so it's just...
Do they still have truancy officers?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Everything is so ancient now.
For me, like, I would have rather gone to college at age 13. I really could have done it. Because after I went to high school and I took college classes, I had to take all the same classes over again. I had to take biology in college. I had to take chemistry in college. I had to take trigonometry in college again. Well, actually, no, I got to skip that.
I don't know how we're doing this, but we're actually making like the water temple.
I don't know what we're doing, but I'm just saying, like, then I was like, I wasted so much time. I had to take all these classes again. I could have just done this when I was like 15. So anyway, the system is flawed. Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to talk about this anymore.
Whoa! How are we supposed to... Oh, I get it now.
Probably people from other countries are like, what? My system is fine. It's like, yeah, I'm sure it is. Our system is messed up. It all depends. If you go to a private school, you probably have no idea what we're talking about because you actually learn things there. Sadness.
All right. So yeah, water temple. Like I said, messes with your mind.
Yeah. Wait, we're playing a game? Are we recording this? I was just talking.
This is a game of life. Now, everybody always complains about water temples and
anyway, there you go. People
and
complain about school, so there's our thing. For people that actually want to learn, school is very annoying. I guess the only people that enjoy school are people that are just there for fun.
Well, the last thing that I'm going to say about it, I really felt super proud of myself, like, for graduating early and stuff like that, because a lot of people told me that I wouldn't be able to do it, you know, I actually had more than enough credits. Like, I wish some of those credits could have carried over to college.
I know! Then you have to take everything over again.
Yeah. But I had, you know, they were just kind of like, you have more than enough credits, so you can totally go.
Unless
like,
you take AP classes, which are great, because if you take a class called an AP class, it will count in high school and it will count in college later.
I don't remember that high school having that option, though.
They have, they only have a few, like, they only have certain classes.
How are you able to remember all this, though? I remember it because it was
See, you say I have short-term memory. I remember certain things.
You remember things that
My mind is just full of other things, yeah.
It needs to be full of useless junk and trivia.
I don't
You are a YouTuber now.
I don't want to memorize weird TV shows and little jingles.
I need you to speak Klingon.
I don't want to memorize Klingon. I want to memorize things. What if, you know... What if the internet goes down forever? How will I survive?
What is the name of Wu-Fei's Gundam?
I need to know real skills. What?
What is the name of Wu-Fei's Gundam?
How will this help me in real life?
What is the name of Wu-Fei's Gundam? What is the anime involving a mermaid who falls in love with a surface dweller?
My bride is a mermaid.
There you go. See, you'll be fine in life. And Wu-Fei's Gundam, just for future reference, is Shenlong.
I'm sorry. I will get it right next time.
Which is actually based on Chinese mythology.
You know, you would have done...
Shenlong means dragon.
You would have done really well for AP classes if you had taken them. Then you would have already had. But yeah, definitely, guys, try AP classes if you're in high school, because...
I wish there was more history classes when I was in high school and college, though.
Yeah. That's what a lot of the AP classes are, is history, but only... Like, sometimes they don't tell you about it.
Oh, it's
like,
only
because
20 rupees.
Because...
Oh, that does not look fun. No!
They only tell, like, certain kids about it. Like,
oh, so I see. They just select
They categorize people, and then they're like, oh, if you're an honor student, then you can handle this, but if you're not, I don't think you could. But in reality...
That's generalized!
I know, because a lot of people would love to take those classes.
Yeah. I think I'm lost again. Last.
Anyway, whatever.
Open door with very smooth surfaces.
So Luke and I were just watching an anime about school, if you guys are wondering where this came from. And I kind of like how they do it in Japan, because they have like 4 different A, B, C, D, F, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I can explain that. I finally figured that out, because I never knew this all these years watching anime. But whenever you guys see 2A, 2C, or whatever, that's the sophomore year. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1E, 1F, those are all first year. And if you're in the F class, then you are with the delinquents. If you see an anime with the 1A or 2A or even the C, that's kind of like the big boys, like the really smart kids. And there are some animes with the delinquents and the bakas,
yeah.
so to speak.
But it kind of makes sense, because like instead of grouping everyone together, it's like then you basically are grouped by your learning level or how much you care about school.
You want to know what I'm amazed by, though? How come we in the States have not really adapted the way that Asia goes to school. Like, they even go to school during the summertime. Like, they get breaks, but they don't get as many breaks as we do. Because
when we first started our school system, they made the entire summer and to the fall, like, a break. Because of, this used to be a whole farm, like, the United States, when we first started, everyone was on a farm. Like, it was an agricultural society. And we've never moved, like, it's the plowing season. We've never moved past that. Like, they've never changed, even though not everyone lives on a farm anymore. In fact, hardly anyone does. Most farms are corporately owned, which is very sad.
Corporate farms. Is that like Farmers Insurance? Dun, 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 dun.
No, it's just like a big company buys all the family farms.
You know, I don't feel really comfortable buying my produce from a company-owned farm. I'd like people to do it.
Oh yeah, like real humans.
Yeah, corporations scare me.
Yeah, actually, corporate farms mean that a bunch of laser-eyed robots run the farm. They all look like the Terminator.
Whoa!
You didn't know that? That robots with lasers own corporate.
Can they knock us off? Nope. Down! Wow, that drove me a little bad.
I don't even know if I should be... Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like... I think a lot of kids would probably be like, Luke, I love my summer break. But in reality, you guys could get done with school so much faster if you just did not have summer breaks. I know it's easy for me to say because I've already been through high school. But it's like, if we didn't have summer breaks, then you could go through school in 3 years instead of 4. Like, don't they end? They're 1 year ahead of us, aren't they? Japan. They do a year. They're out of high school, like, a year before us.
They're almost 2 years ahead.
Yeah, so it's like, you guys would...
Because you have to remember, they also do, on top of their regular schooling, they also have night schooling. So some kids
then you'd
who are
be
like...
done.
Yeah.
You'd just be done. And
the graduating age in Japan is between 16 to 17 years old before they go to college.
See, you and I, like, I think we're on the same... I wish they had 2 different options. You and I are on the same page. Like, I'd rather just get it over with and then get on with my life. Like, people are in high school way too long. Then they get really antsy, and then there's all these fights in
And then
school.
if you stay in college too long, you end up becoming the librarian.
Then
so
by the time
it's not all bad.
By the time you're out of high school, it's like you're almost 20 years old. Some people are 19 when they're out of high school.
Yeah, that's why I wanted out.
Some people are 20 or more. So
no, I wasn't 20. I was
No, but yeah, a lot of people graduate when they're 19. It's like your life is like so far, much of it is like over, and it's just like you don't even feel like going to college then, because it's just like, man, my life has just been wasted in high school. So depressing.
I'm depressed now.
But it's better looking back on it. I wish I would have just gone, like, I went a few years of college, then I stopped, I took a break. I have to finish like some of those. But looking back on it, yes, I would have just gone right through and gone all my years to college.
Believe it or not, this is actually helping me not go crazy.
No matter how annoying it is, guys, if you want to do something in college, you should just do it. No matter how much it costs.
Just do it!
Just go through. Like, make sure you have a job to pay for it at some point, but just go through it. Just get it done.
But no,
otherwise you won't. You'll be like me, and you'll be like, I'm always gonna go back to college.
Amber actually doesn't like the anime that we're watching, though. Like, she said it is.
So you guys should stay in school, even though it's annoying. Just do it. Yeah.
Pineapple.
Fine.
So
what we're gonna say? I don't like the anime.
You don't like the anime that I've been watching because it's like. It takes place during their senior year, and like you don't like the main character. Or the love interest, like the dude, and you don't like the family situation, I think, and some other stuff.
Well, the character that we're watching in the anime, I don't even know what anime we're watching, I forgot what it's called.
I forgot the name of it.
So we're watching an anime about a girl who's in an F class, like, and she really likes this girl who's an she really likes a guy who's an A rank class.
He's like super intelligent.
And he's basically really full of himself. And the reason I don't like the anime is because he's just very emotionless, and she's like full of emotion. She's always like really nervous about things around him and stuff like that, and it doesn't faze him at all. And it just reminds me of never mind. I don't like it because it reminds me kind of when I first met you, because you're from New York and like nothing phases you, and I was like always really emotional, so I was just like, memories brought back, so I can't like watch it.
Oh, I just want to say this about the water dungeon too. I know I've complained about it, but you will literally go all over the place, and water bombs become your best friend. I know, like, when people see walkthrough, they're expecting like detailed information, and it's like, not in the water temple because it just gets to you.
Yeah.
It brings back painful memories. Like, all the water temples I've ever played, I mean, for some reason, it just reminds me of high school. Because you're just like this endless, deep, bottomless
pit that will never end.
Water scariness. Oh, wow. That was
wow, I don't even know where
did the time go?
I don't even know. I think we're almost done with this episode, and I don't even know. Just like,
I think
just like life, it's still not over. It's never ending.
But this chapter has ended in Zelda Twilight Princess. Join us next time as hopefully we get to the boss.
Yes.
And maybe have a discussion about quantum physics. I don't know.
Tell us the most annoying thing about school in the comments below.
God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!